you to decide whether it's on it, Ms. Snyder?
This is not about the weaponization of the political process. This is not about whether someone has to own property to be a resident of the City of Everett, District 4. Nor does someone have to have anything but living in the City of Everett, District 4. That's the case law that's been brought down for over 50 years in the state of Washington. One must be a resident. Non-traditional housing has nothing to do with that. Number one, the law itself says any member of the electorate may bring a challenge to a candidate's qualifications for office. It doesn't talk about anything about motivation. That's because it is the policy of the state of Washington that our candidates live in the area from which they will represent their constituency. The constituency of Everett City Council District 4 requires a member of that district to represent them properly. That's what the statute says. And any elector who believes that the person who is a candidate is not a proper candidate has the right to challenge that, so that the process is clear, so that the elections are fair, so that the elections are not overturned because of issues of residency, which clearly, under the case law, means you must demonstrate that you've lived there. Mr. Battle, you have filed no documentation to refute anything that Mr. Demas has said. No declarations by anyone who lives with you, no statements to indicate that anything Mr. Demas has put in his declarations is suspect. Let me go over this. You just indicated that you stay with friends at the Sage Apartments. You live with friends. None of those friends have provided declarations in support of that statement. You haven't provided us with a library card that demonstrates your address. You haven't provided us with a driver's license. Any kind of ID card that would demonstrate that, other than the fact that your own statement that you're living with friends in the Sage Apartments, and that you also occasionally go out on business, which is fine with me. You have a right to do that. You will not say who the names of those people are. That's your right to do that. I'm not challenging your right to keep the anonymity of the people you say you live with. But you have to demonstrate the register once Mr. Demas has provided credible evidence that he has done so. The address at the Sage Apartments, 1731 12th Street, Southwest Everett, has been refuted by the landlord property manager, who does not know you, never heard of you, hasn't seen you. Once that declaration was put in play, you had the obligation at least to refute that by showing what? Maybe there was a photograph of you. Maybe there's a piece of mail that you got there. Anything. You did none of that. There is no evidence, no lease agreement, and I understand you don't have to have one, but that's a factor. No utility bill, that's a factor. No phone bill. Not any single record that links you to 1731 12th Street, Southwest Everett, Washington. You travel a lot, that's fine. The number of days you may or may not stay there, we don't know. We have to take your word for it, and you filed nothing that would demonstrate that you actually are a resident there. And the issue is residency, not voter registration. That's a component. Residency. Do I live in the place I say I live so I can represent the people I wish to represent? You list your father's address as your mailing address, and he does not live in Everett. You will not reveal the address, or you don't recall the address on your tax return. A simple reveal of the address on your tax return would have put some of this information in refutation. You didn't do that. Mr. Demas's records indicate that one address you've given in Everett is 111 132nd Southwest Apartment C, Everett, which is not in District 4. Now, he got that from online services of various types, phone book sites and so forth, so phone book records and so forth. But all of the accumulation of all those records, by the totality of the circumstance, demonstrates you don't have a residence in District 4. Your work business address is in Seattle. You have voted by your own, you have been a member of Seattle, the city of Seattle, for a while. The Georgia tracking demonstrates that at least as of December 2004, you were a voter in the state of Georgia. You claim to have come to the state of Washington in September of 2024. That's serious. You have not registered within the prior time. I don't see any evidence here that supports the claim that you are living in District 4, City of Everett. Therefore, I'm rendering judgment in favor of Mr. Dimas. You have the right, of course, to seek appeal according to the court rules. That'll be the order of the court. I will need an order to satisfy that. Does anyone have a written order? Mr. Dimas, do you have an order?
I do not have a written order.
Tomorrow morning, I expect a written order regarding my decision. Please make sure Mr. Battle has a copy and the City of Everett has a copy. We will be in recess.